Hi Floss Tube, I'm Ellen and this is Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour. It's going to be maximum, it's going to be cross stitch, but it's not going to be an hour. It's been 3 weeks since my last confession, or Floss Tube. I just got back on Sunday last, on September the 1st, after 2 weeks of being on the road. Had a wonderful time. And I've got a week off before we head out again, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to do a little catch up with you guys and have a little visit. First thing I need to do is I need to apologize to Dina, Half Stitch Cross Stitch, for calling you Gina for the entire last floss tube I did. Yeah, I know your name's not Gina. I got all excited thinking there were two Ginas, but there was only one Gina and a Dina. So Dina, my apologies for calling you Gina for the entire floss tube. Love you. Mwah. And I also want to apologize to everyone who watched my last floss tube for the massive amount of lipstick that I had on my teeth the entire time. I do like to keep it kind of classy. And that really just sort of, I don't know, kind of ruined the tone of me being the elegant, delicate flower that I am. So I'll try to keep it together this time, no promises. Okay, so I wanted to also thank everyone who is watching and subscribing. I'm a little, once again, it's like I think there's some people who are giving me shout outs because I just see my numbers bump up all of a sudden a whole bunch at a time. So I just want to thank everyone who shouted me out and brought new people, new friends my way. If someone has shouted me out and you're here because of that, let me know in the comments so that I can thank them, because I really appreciate all the hands out from people. I think it's really nice. Specifically, I think Christina Stitch All the Things gave me a little hello, and Mitch Stitch from Australia, who I'm pretty sure we were separated at birth. Not 100% sure. I think Mitch Stitch and I were separated by birth and by 7,000 kilometers and having different parents. But other than that, we're basically the same person. I bet you didn't know, Mitch Stitch, if you're watching, that I speak Australian. Rise up lights. It's the only thing I know how to say is razor blades in Australian. You say rise up lights, and it's like rise up lights, razor blades, rise up lights. Anywho, thank you for giving me a shout out, you guys. I really appreciate it. To return the favor, I'd like to recommend a couple of floss tubers. If you haven't already heard about them, there is Brenda and the Cereal Starter. I think there are a couple of Instagram favorites, darlings, and they have a lot of people already on board with them, but they have an amazing floss wall that I'm a little bit drooly over, and they've got some lovely things to see, and they're really fun to watch them banter back and forth. And another gal I just started watching is Janet Jabber. She's from Indiana. She has lots of pets, and she's got a house full of kids, and she's got lots going on in her life, and she's got a lot of really cute things on the go. She's got a beautiful Mira finish, and I think she's doing that Wizard of Oz Owl Forest embroidery that is looking like it's going to be pretty spectacular. So check her out, Janet Jabber on FlossTube. Yeah, so let's see. Thank you to my subscribers and commenters and thumb uppers. Thumb uppers. I don't even know her. You thumb upper. I've been back home for about a week, and I've been very busy just sort of getting ready to go back out again. But it was good. We had some really hot weather in Tempe. It was 115 one day. That's in Fahrenheit. So that's like 47 Celsius. What is that? It's not normal. I don't know how you folks in Arizona put up with it every year. I guess you just stay inside and count on the air conditioning, or you go away. Like I think Christina Stitch All the Things, she actually summers in Oregon, which is a smart thing to do. While I was away, I got a chance to do some shopping, which I'll talk about later, and I got to meet Pretty Southern, which was really good. I'll put a picture of our amazing meetup right here. So yeah, I was all over her like that. Now, I wish I'd had a video of like when I actually met Linda Jo, but I didn't. So what I've got, I've done a dramatic reenactment of it, and I'll insert a video of that here. This is what it was like when I met Linda Jo, Pretty Southern. Hi, I'm Linda Jo, and I'm just here because I got some free tickets to a show. Some weird lady gave them to me. Oh my god, here she comes. I'm Ellen. I really like your Floss tube. Linda Jo. Yep, pretty much true to life. So yeah, that was great. I didn't get to meet Michelle Garrett this time. She had a bunch of stuff going on, and I think she was doing a live sale the next morning at Crazzzy o'clock. So didn't get to meet her, but maybe next time around. So anyway, let's get on to some stitchery ditchery do. Let's do some works in progress. Okay, I took my Rosewood Manor on the road with me, Rosewood Manor Inspiration. I took it with me, and I spent as much time frogging stuff out as I did stitching. It was very frustrating, so I don't have a ton of progress to show you, but I'll just show you what I've got. I basically got 2 pages done, and I'm almost done the third. So this is where I am. So I've got like 1 row and a teeny tiny row of like 5 to go. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, and then like just a tiny little slip of a row at the very bottom. That's how they did the pages, but I'm happy with it. It's a lot of color changes. If you're not into that, then you might want to hold off on this one, but if you're okay with it, because you sure don't get bored, if you're okay with it, it really is a beautiful thing to stitch, and it's gonna look gorgeous framed. It's just gonna be, there go my notes, it's gonna be gorgeous framed, and I will frame it. I will actually spend money on getting it framed and not just doing it the cheap way that I usually do. I don't frame my own stuff. I don't know how to lace. I have to look up a tutorial. I'm sure someone has a tutorial about that. I don't do my own framing because I tend to, I tend to not work too hard on things. I'm very sort of slapdash. And with something like Rosewood Manor, I'm not gonna mess around with that. I'm gonna do it properly because a lot of work went into that, so. LaCroix. I do LaCroix. Stephanie from Just Keep Stitching does Mountain Dew. I do LaCroix. It's all good. Next. Where is it? Oh. I have a new start. I started this one, Heartstring Samplery by the incomparable and lovely and beautifully curled Beth Twist. I started this one because I want to take this one on the road. It's got a lot of stuff to fill in, which is good, because doing all those changes while you're traveling is really boring, because I like a lot of dumb stitching, or not dumb stitching, but just sort of mindless. You don't have to think about too much. So I've got this much done on it. Ta-da! And see, I'm gonna outline the whole house and maybe do the words before I leave. Well, in 3 days. I don't think I'll get that much done in 3 days. But I'll do as much outlining as I can. And then if I'm just, I haven't really had my coffee or whatever, I can just fill in colors. I think it's going to be really cute. I honestly don't think that this picture does it justice. And I got it just because of the cats. I didn't, that was the only reason, but I think once it's stitched up, it's gonna look quite adorable. I mean, it looks adorable here, don't get me wrong, but I think it's gonna look even better stitched up, because I don't think this picture quite does it justice. Anyway, so that's one work in progress. Excited about that. My next one is the Fire Trio, a Plum Street, because we like the Plum Street. I'm doing this on 40 count. And I know that a bunch of other people are doing it. There's a Tired Trio Sal going on, and I've done a couple hashtags of it. I don't know if that means that I've joined it or not, or if I have to like do an application. Not doing an application, just jumping in, whether I'm invited or not. Doing this Tired Trio. Doing it on a 40 count, because I'm badass that way. This is my first 40 count, and I really like it. I have to wear 2 pairs of glasses, these glasses, and then a pair of like really thick glasses that go on top of it, and I look like an idiot, and my husband laughs and laughs and laughs. So this is what I've got done so far. Oh, look at them. Is that? Yes, that is right set up. So I'm thinking like not too much more left to go. Another sloth. I'm missing one color, a DMC I have to go and pick up. But the rest of it will go pretty quickly if I, keep motoring on it. I had 1 or 2 lines on the top border done on Sunday, and the rest of it I've done since Sunday. I work on it in the mornings when my eyes are still pretty good, and I've got my Acorns and Threads needle minder on it, the only needle minder I'm ever going to need ever again, because this is a good one. This is really strong, and look at the back of it. Look at the back. It's like this rectangle one. I really like the back on this. Acorns and Threads. More about this coming up. It was nasty. So Tired Trio, pretty happy about that. Really liking the way that's turning out. It's cute. I'd like to do all the trio, the little stacks that Plum Street has done. But that's the only one, like there's the pigs and the cows and the goats and the chickens. That's the only one so far that isn't a farm animal. I don't think people farm sloths. Maybe protect them, but not farm them. So I don't know if that would work as putting them, for putting them all on the same fabric, which would be really cute to do. So I think that one might have to be a standalone, but I would like to do the other ones. They're pretty darn cute. Darn it all to heck. Oh, I forgot to mention, for my Rosewood Manor inspiration, and this is kind of part of haul, but I wanted to show you, I got a Floss buddy. This is the best thing ever. I had originally had my bobbins on, those round hoop things. You know what I'm talking about. I had them on one of those, and it was a disaster. There were threads tangled up everywhere. It was not attractive, and it was frustrating to use, and I was probably wasting a lot of thread because it was getting so tangled. But then I got this, and I got my niece to bring it over. She lives in Scotland, and she came home for a bit, and I got her to bring this to me because the shipping was going to cost almost as much as the actual Floss buddy. So I don't know if I can't remember what the gal's name is who does these, but can you get a North American distributor? Because you could sell a crap load of these. Look at this. And not only that, but look I didn't realize this. There's a place to put your pattern and all your goodies in there, and it keeps it nice. I like it. Yeah, so Floss buddy. I heard about those from Michelle Bendy. Oh man. Okay, what else? The little Santa I talked about last week, the wee Santa. Scrapping that, it's crap. I hate it. It's no good. Or I'll redo it. The stitches were so ugly. I did start to care. I know I said I didn't, but I do, and it looks crappy, so I'm starting over. How about some old finishes? I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, but I really like TV, and I like funny shows. I prefer the funny shows. So I'll show you some old finishes that I have. This one is from the show The IT Crowd. It's a British show. It's very funny. Can you see that? I came here to drink milk and kick ass, and I've just finished my milk. This is a nerdy character from The IT Crowd. That's funny. It's from a designer called Crazzzy Stitch on Etsy. That's Crazzzy Stitch on Etsy. I'll put some little text here about it because I haven't figured out how to add things to the description box properly. I'll have to learn how to do that. I'm a new floss tuber. I'm just learning. Yeah, so Crazzzy stitch on Etsy, and really like that. It was a cute little stitch, framed up real nice. Super duper. This one is by Plastic Little Covers. I think her name is Lauren, and she's also on Etsy. And this one is from another British series called Black's Books. Can you read that? Also very funny. It's about a bookshop in England. So you know it's going to be good. Very funny. Highly recommend. And this one is from a TV show called The Orville. It's an American show. It's by Seth MacFarlane, the guy who does Family Guy. And this is my design. Yeah, I designed this. Okay, this is Bordus and Clyden. And this is a conversation they had in one of the episodes. I'm going to leave it up there so you can read it. Is that focusing? I better put my glasses on so I can make sure it's focusing. Okay, let's get this. There. Sorry about the glare. I am sorry, Clyden. I must work late tonight. You have worked late night every night this week. It is too much. Come home. I have made pudding. My duties to the ship must be performed. We will have pudding later. It's funny shit. Love it. Yeah, so I designed that little one. Yeah, I'm pretty much a genius. Pretty much Brendan Gervais. Okay, so those are some old finishes. Here comes my cat. Wayne, come here. Wayne. Come here. Make your debut. Oh, look. The ladies love Wayne. Come on, let them see your pretty face, not just your ridiculous neck. Wayne, say hi. Oh, now he's going to show you his butt. Cat butt. Okay, scooch. Love you, butt. Okay, so those are some old finishes. I also have a new finish. Ah! I just finished Plum Street, Miss Bingley's Library. This is why I can never give anything away afterwards, because my cat chews plastic bags. I mean, I don't think he got the actual pattern. No, he didn't, just the plastic bag. But still, who wants to get a pattern in a chewed up plastic bag? Nobody. Anyway, finished it. And I even ironed it for you guys because I care that much. Look at her. And I don't know if you noticed, probably can't tell, but you can see in the word excellent, I stitched the part that's the ELLEN in slightly different colors. It's kind of like a signature, if you will. So yeah, excellent library. Yeah, I put the Ellen in excellent. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. Yeah, I thought it turned out really well, and I'll have that framed. I think I'm not in a hurry to get it framed, but I'm glad to have stitched it because it was a really fun stitch. I just love Plum Street. They're so nice to stitch. They're so pleasant. Oh, Wayne, can you go away? Look, come here. Oh, look at the ladies. Look at. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, yep. I've been told. Okay, so that's my finish. Very excited about that. All right. Let's get on to haul. I did a little shopping. While I was traveling, I went to two fabulous cross-stitch stores in the United States of America. I went to Needle in a Haystack, which is sort of just on the outskirts of San Francisco. And I went to Acorns and Threads, which is in Portland. I spent a lot of money, and I bought over 40 charts. Now, I think there was a couple of charts that I'd got from an order from Threads Entwined, and maybe one from 123 that came in while I was away. But yeah, over 40 charts. That's not counting linen and threads either. And our keyboard player Mark said to me, "Oh, that's okay. You'll be good for a few years now." And I laughed and laughed and laughed. He doesn't know. So I'm not going to show you 40 charts. I'm going to break it up into a few floss tubes, just so that people don't think I'm awful. And I'm not going to show you all the linen because I bought pretty plain, straightforward linen. It's not that exciting, but I wanted to show you a couple of things. From Threads Entwined, I bought a thread pack. Look at that. Look at that. I can't remember how many it is. Maybe 20? Yeah, I think it's 20 Classic Colorworks. And you get this bundle, and you can get like a prim pack, neutrals, brights, and I can't remember what this one is. This one might be like Popular Colors or something like that, but oh, look at, this is what I would look like with bangs that were a lot of different colors. If I was younger, I might dye my hair fun, but I'm done with those days. Or am I? What do you think? What do you think, Mitch Stitch? Should I do it? She would do it because we're the same. Yeah, so I got that. That was a really good, fun deal. I don't actually know if it's like a deal, if you're spending any less by buying in bulk, but I'm sort of loving working with color cotton. I like color and cotton too, but these are Classic Colorworks. I love working with these, and so I wanted to just get some. And I really like threads. Oh, here's Fiona. Hi, Fiona. This is Fiona. She's Mama's baby. She's the one who has to be on my lap all the time. She's the one who suffers the most when I'm away. The other cats kind of pick on her a little bit, so she hangs out with me a fair bit for protection and love. And yeah, she wanted to come say hi too. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, I got those from Threads Entwined. I like her shop, and I think, you know, I don't have a brick and mortar shop here in Toronto that I want to use, or that's close enough for me to use, and so I will continue to order from her. And she often has really good sales, really good discount codes. She'll announce them once in a while, and she's got a really good supply of your finer quality charts and flosses. So yeah, Threads Entwined. I like that shop. While I was I didn't own Tempe. No, I didn't get to the attic in Phoenix, which I'm really bummed about because I've heard it's pretty mega, and I didn't have time to get there. So that was kind of too bad. But I did get to a couple others, as I said, and one was Needle in a Haystack. I'm going to stop because my dog walker is bringing my dog in now, and I don't want her to know that I do this because it's weird. Okay, I'm back. My dog walker dropped off my dog, and I can't remember where I was. Yes, I was telling you about my haul. So I didn't get to the attic, but I did get to Needle and Haystack, and I got a couple of I got a lot there, but I got a couple of linens there that I normally don't buy. I don't normally show linens because I buy pretty plain, but I got this. Look at this. That's filthy. This is, picture this, plus murky in 32. And I have plans for this, which I will discuss later. So I got that at Needle and Haystack, and I also got this little guy, Old Salem Linen by Primitive Hair, and this is in 30 count, which I've never used before, but yet again, it's a dirty old J cloth, and I'm going to stitch the hell out of this. But yeah, I don't usually buy the overdyed modeled stuff. I don't know why. I like it, but this is sort of the first time I've used anything that, or will use anything that's this mottled and bright colored, and I really like them. I think they're quite interesting looking, so I'm looking forward to working on those. So I got those, and I got the threads from Threads Entwined. Now here are a bunch of patterns that I got, and I can't remember what I got where. Both of those stores are very well stocked, so I'm sure you could get any of these at either shop or anywhere. Nothing that I'm getting is all that exciting or anything that you haven't seen before, but it's pretty much shopper's dream show and tell. So I got this chatelaine. Am I gonna do it? I don't know. But it says Royal Tudor Mandala, and as I mentioned in a previous video, I'm totally into the Tudors. And then I looked at all the things that you need on the back, and I had a little vomit. Because I can't imagine how much work this is going to be. And I've seen on Instagram and other floss tubes chatelaines in progress, and this might be beyond me at this point. Mitch Stitch says it's just one of those things you have to just sort of read the instructions really carefully and knuckle down and do it. And then once you're in it, it's much more straightforward, but I don't believe her. I think this is mega. So I've got it. And if I'm feeling like I want to, have a challenge one day, I might start this because it's really gorgeous. I've never done beading or anything like that, so that's scary. And I got 3 different patterns from Lindy Stitches. Stephanie Lindy Stitches. Everyone has seen these. Birds to the boughs. Stars bright. And the Peacock Keeper. I really like her stuff. I love her patterns. I also really like her. I think she's freaking hilarious, and I want to have her hair, but I can't. Anyway, yeah, love Lindy Stitches. Yeah, so I got those. And then I got these 2. Everyone is talking about the blue flower, especially Night Walked Down or Night Came Down. I thought about getting that one, but I got this one instead. The Halloween squirrel, little vampire squirrel. Now, I don't normally do Halloween stuff, but because I'm not into Halloween. Lots of people are, and I love people who are because I love seeing how excited you get, and I love looking at your Halloween stitches, but I've never done Halloween stitching before. But I'm going to do this one. And I also, from the blue flower, got the winter squirrel. Oh, hi, that's Mickey. This is Mickey. She's my black cat. She's the softest cat on the planet. She's also really rude. What do you think, Mickey? What do you think? Come here. Come here. Oh! My cats are so snuggly. They love me so much. I love my cats. Oh, I have been dropping things and bending over a lot. It's great. It's great. So winter squirrel. I just like that too. Look at him. He's wearing a sweater. He's a squirrel. He doesn't need a sweater. What the heck? I love it. I love it. And I want to do it soon. Yeah, so I got these 2 by the Blue Flower, which is a great designer, new to me at least. So looking forward to that. I got this Brenda Gervais, which is another Halloween thing, right? And I don't do Halloween, but look at him. It's my cat Mickey that you just met. Yeah, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the 24 hours of cross stitch, Jen Lee Quirks and Stitches. Hang on. The Quirks and Stitches 24 hours of cross stitch. The next one is October 4th to 6th, and I'm going to do it. And it's Halloween themed, and so I'm going to do this and or the Halloween squirrel. That's what I'm going to do. I like taking part in stuff. I got this Plum Street. What is it? Gentleman's Daughter. Not crazy about the sentiment, but I know it's of the time, sort of in that Jane Austen time. And I think it'll be a really nice companion piece to Miss Bingley's library. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this too. I have no immediate plans to get into this, but this is another one that would be good to take while traveling because there's lots of fill-in, straight lines, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's another nice one. Oh, this one I got from Threads and Twined. And I got this 100% because of Jen Quirks and Stitches, Jen Lee. Carriage House Samplings. Elizabeth. I like it that she's letting the birds escape because I don't like caged animals. And I'm going to make her hair redder and maybe change the color of her dress a little bit. I'm not sure, but I'm going to make her look like my friend Bettina, who has really curly red hair and is really beautiful. And I don't know, does Bettina, do you like birds? I don't think Bettina doesn't watch this, but I like the idea of Bettina freeing the birds. So that's my plans for this one eventually. I really like it. And Jen Lee is constantly enabling me. And you're welcome, North American economy. I am keeping you rolling single-handedly. This one, a Blackbird Designs. I don't know, do I have any other Blackbird Designs? I got this one, Clara Ellen. And I got it 100% because it has Ellen in the title. 100%. It's also, looks like it would stitch up pretty quickly. And I've never done anything in those subtle of colors before because I'm usually quite, you know, grotesque. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of a cute thing to pick up. I can't remember. I think I picked this one up at Acorns and Threads, but I can't remember. It's all a blur. It was all a blur of throwing my money everywhere. I got this one at Acorns and Threads too. I got Bendy Stitchies first design, Love, with the keys and the locks. I thought it's really cute. Again, that'll be a really quick stitch, and I might make that into a greeting card or something like that. Just something small and simple. And I like supporting her because she's awesome. I got that, and this one, oh, another Blackbird Designs, Strawberry Fields Forever. This is, I think, part of their Magical Mystery Tour Beatles series. I won't tell my husband that it's the Beatles series because he doesn't like the Beatles. He doesn't like the Beatles, and he doesn't like Freddie Mercury. Like, I can handle someone not liking the Beatles, whatever, but not liking Freddie Mercury? The dude can sing, right? He was fantastic. But yeah, I liked it because of the red house and the strawberries and the fence and stuff. I like the design. And yes, it goes on. It goes on. I've only got a few more. This one is, Queenstown Sampler Designs. I saw this one on Instagram. A lot of people had been doing this, and I love the colors. They're so, I'm not taking out the plastic. Maria Januaria, 1833 to 34. This will be a big girl, I'm sure. But I liked it. It's got naked people on it. Naked people. Who doesn't need more naked people on their walls, right? Anyway, this looks like it's going to be beautiful. I'll just do it in DMCs. And, this, Dutch Flowers by Stiekydien van der Weyenberg. Don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, Stiekydien van der Weyenberg. It's this guy. Can you see that? They're Dutch. Look at this. Dutch flowers. Look at those colors. Well, you know what? It's not showing up. It's looking really dull, but it's actually a little bit brighter in real life. Really pretty mauves and blues. Yeah, it's going to be nice. This is also a real big lady. This one is 209 by 289, so it's not a quick stitch, but I love all those motifs, and I think it's real classy. Because, you know, I like classy stuff, right? And the last, well, it's the last thing I'm going to show you today. I was enabled by Eclectic Possessions, Emily. Because she just finished this thing, and it's freaking glorious. His Eyes on the Sparrow, Heartstring Samplery, Beth Twist again. I liked her idea of changing the verse. I'm not a religious person, so I'll switch that out. Yeah, I might even do the verse. I'm not that picky about it, not that fussy. But yeah, this is just a work of epic excellence, and this will be a long-term project. Now, I stupidly bought 2 of these. I got one from Threads Entwined, and then I got one at Acorns and Threads. So I'm about 150 subscribers away from 1,000. So when I get to 1,000, if I get to 1,000, I'll do a giveaway of His Eyes on the Sparrow. So yeah, tell your friends and then enter. But that's not for a while yet. Got to keep coming back for more. Got to keep you hungry for maximum power cross stitch, maximum cross stitch power hour. I don't even know what my own thread. I don't even know what my own floss tube is called. It's called Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour. I'm Ellen, and I'm your host. I think that is it. Plans. I'm going to take the cat sampler on the road and maybe one other one, just for fun. We're only gone for 2 weeks, and we're going to be going through Cincinnati on the 21st, and Pam and Steph are not going to be in town. So I thought about canceling a show, but I don't have that kind of power. So I will be in Cincinnati. Can't remember, we're playing Memorial Theater, something. It's on our website, www.crashtestdummies.com, if you want to see where I'm playing in the next couple of weeks or ever. But yeah, we're playing in Cincinnati, and Pam and Steph are not going to be there. They're going to be at Galleria because apparently they're into cross stitch or whatever, and not into meeting me. Whatever. Yeah, so next time. So yeah, I'm hoping to stop into Keepsakes and at least, bow down and touch the sign, because that's what you do, right? You touch the sign. So yeah, I'm hoping to do that. I'm going to do the 24 hours of cross stitch on October 4th to 6th. I know that's still like a month away, but I'm very excited about that because I haven't been able to participate in any of those yet because I've been traveling or it just hasn't been right. And this one I am all in. I'm not going to stay up 24 hours. I'm not that gal, but I'm going to do the 48 hours. And I'm kind of excited about it. It's like I'm taking this challenge, but it's really just an excuse to cross stitch all day. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't clean the house or make any meals or take care of the animals because I have to do this cross stitch challenge. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'll work on either the Brenda Gervais or the Blue Flower that I showed earlier. What else am I doing? I'm going to go to the Downton Abbey movie. Yes, I like Downton Abbey, and the movie is coming out in a week or so. I won't be able to go until I get back, but I am going to watch the hell out of that. And I know I have a few friends who will go with me if I ask them nicely. Yeah, so I'm excited about that too. So yeah, just doing a little bit more touring, doing some more stitching. And that's it. I can't think of anything else. That's probably enough. That's probably almost 30 minutes at this point. I don't know how long it is. But yeah, so anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back if you're returning. Thanks for sticking around if you're new. Yeah, I really appreciate everyone who watches and comments. I really like chatting with you and getting to know you a little bit. And so I'll see you next time. Next time you want to rock furiously, just come check me out. Bye!
Janine, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my cash. Janine, 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 I'm telling you, I've got too much stash. In Portland there's a woman named Janine who is of cross-stitch fame. Acorns and Thread is where she plies her trade. I went in for one DMC, bought 40 charts just from Plum Street. My Visa card will never be the same. Janine, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my cash. Janine, 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 telling you I've got too much stash. She took my money, took my soul, my shopping carts out of control, filled with linens, both overdyed and plain. All the flosses, all the beads, 10 needle minders I don't need, but still your siren song I heed. Janine, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my cash. Janine, 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 I'm telling you, I've got too much stash. I gave her my last penny and now I'm selling a kidney. You Northwest stitchy folks know what I mean. I know I'll crawl back to her door. I really freaking love her store. I know I will be back for more. Janine, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my cash. Janine, 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 I'm telling you I've got too much stash. I'm telling you I've got too much stash. I'm begging you, please take my